Right, Ryan, so we're going to go through a full tightness test. The aims of this is so you can do a full tightness test constantly. Same with the outcome, so you can do a full tightness test when you're out there constantly, okay? So first, I'll do a demo, talk you through it like we just done in classroom, all the theory. So this is the practical side. So I'll go through it, do the full thing, talk you through it, and then you'll do one for me, and then we'll talk through that as we do it, okay? Right, so there's my spanner, I'll just get my spanner. Back on. Nipple spanner, enough 400. And on the training board. So we're going to use a water gauge, not electronic gauge today. So we attach that at the nipple. Make sure there's no kinks in your U-gauge pipe. So it consists of 3 parts. You've got your let by, your temperature stabilisation and your tightness test, okay? So first thing we're going to do is our let by. So we do that at 7 to 10 millibar for 1 minute. So we'll let a bit of gas run till we get 7 to 10 millibar. Between 7 and 10, that's it. Then I get my timer out. Time for 1 minute. So this is just to test that the ECVs are letting by in the off position. If it was, you could cap to just to double check. You take your union off your ECV, spray some LDF in. If it's still bubbling, cap it, report it to gas transporter. Okay. So that's your stabilisation. Let by, sorry. So it's like I said, 3 parts. It's 1 minute for your let by. It's another minute for your temperature stabilisation. Then your last part will be 2 minutes. So on your second part, we want 20 to 21 millibar. Like we discussed in the classroom. So you go up to 20 to 21, lock it off, and then you test for another minute. Yeah. So the first part on your let by, if it was passing, your gauge would rise. That's how you indicate a let by. On the second 2 parts, on your stabilisation and your tightness test, you're looking for a drop. If it drops, you know it's passing. So temperature stabilisation, we just, like we discussed in classroom, we're just checking that you're just giving it a minute for any temperature differences in area you're working to stabilise. So if you need to rip back your van, it will red out, or you've done a bit of pipe work, or you're in a cold cellar, all like that. If it does drop by any on your stabilisation, all you do is put it back to 20 to 21 because you're allowed a bit of fluctuation on your stabilisation because it's just balancing them temperatures. So you just put it back to 20 to 21 and then you continue on your 2-minute tightness test. Okay. That's that one. So it hasn't moved any, so we can leave it there. It's still on 20 to 21, so we've got 2 minutes for the tightness test. So this is the most important part. This is testing everything's gas tight. keeping an eye on your millbar
Yeah.
level. Yeah.
So,
Alright, so that's 2 minutes up, and it hasn't moved, so that's a complete tightness test, and that's an okay test, that's a pass, is that?
yeah.
Obviously there's other things you would do before and after, but we're just concentrating on the tightness test itself for today.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a go at that, Ryan, I'll reset that. Well, you can just press
Test.
1 minute on there, and if you want to, just go to
Yeah,
2 on that
go
one.
ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's there for you,
Yeah.
so let me take that off. Is that all? Is everything okay with that? Do you,
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, all okay. Right, I'll let you have a go at that, Ryan. So what you put in the middle there up to? Oh,
10 with the bar.
yeah. Oh, between 7 and 10, yeah.
Yeah, 7 and 10 for 1 minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. We'll just pause that, yeah, just press stop and we'll just go over, before you go any further, we'll just go over what you've done.
Yeah.
So, what was that called?
Yeah, let by test.
Let by, that's the
between
first
7
one, yeah.
and 10 with the
Between
bar.
7 and 10 for 1 minute, yeah.
Yeah.
So what does let by mean?
It's just to confirm if it's letting by the ECB, and if it is, then you've got to remove the union and
Yeah.
spray it.
Yeah,
And if it is confirmed, then you've got to cap it, and then you've got to form the grid.
yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
So what's the next part now we're going to do?
Stabilisation
Yeah.
to 20 to check for any fluctuation in the pressure. So either
In
direct
the,
sunlight
in the temperature,
in
yeah.
the temperature, yeah.
Yeah. So what millibar do you do that on?
20 to 21.
Yeah, and how long for?
It's a minute.
Yeah. So on your let bar, your first part, what
Yeah.
you're looking for on your gauge, would it rise or drop if it was passing?
It would rise.
Yeah. On this one it would
Drop.
drop, yeah. So yeah, carry on with that then. So just stop that.
1 minute past, yeah.
So just to refresh. So just to refresh, that will called your
Stabilisation.
sterilisation, yeah. And how long do you do that for?
A minute.
A minute. And what millibar?
20 to 21.
That's right. And what would it look like on gauge if it was passing? Would it rise or drop?
It would drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it did drop any, or if say end of that
Yeah.
minute it were on
Yeah.
18, say,
Yeah.
what would you do?
You'd rise it back to 20.
You just go back to 20 to
Yeah.
21 and
Yeah.
then just
Carry on the test.
carry on with your tightness
Yeah.
test, yeah.
Yeah.
So your last part of your tightness test,
Yeah.
this is the actual tightness
Yeah.
test. This is the one that's going to test that your gas system that
whole
you're working on
installation.
is gas tight, yeah.
Yeah.
So how long do you do that for?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. And what millibar?
20 millibar.
20 to 21, yeah.
20
So it hasn't moved from your stabilisation, has it?
No.
So you can just set that going now for another 2 minutes. So if you want to set that going. Right, so that's a full gas tightness test now, so there's no drop on that, so we can say that that gas system that is gas tight, that system you're working is gas tight now, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can take your gauge back up, put your nipple back in. just a bit of feedback. So yeah, you did everything correct.
Yeah.
You did it all, everything in right order. You
Yeah.
answered all the questions correctly.
Yeah.
You knew what you were doing. You knew why you were doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a successful TAPS test for me.
Yeah.
If there's any feedback you want to give me, you can. Or we're going to do some when we go back to classroom on paper anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay,
Thank you.
no problem.
Cheers.